My name is Gary Christmas, and I work in the Riverside County Executive Office. And we've been tasked by the Board of Supervisors to assist the city of Wildomar to become their own city, which will take place on July 1st. And that's the purpose of today's meeting, is to go over how that will take place. I want to kind of briefly go through the agenda so you'll know what's going to happen this evening. First item, I'll introduce Supervisor Buster, and he'll have some opening comments, and then also City Council-elect member Bob Cashman. Then after that, we'll introduce the county and city representatives. Then we'll have a brief discussion on how the transition process works, and then there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions. The way to ask questions will be with the question form, so if you have a question, please fill out this form and you can give it to the people in the back. It'll be on the side of the room as well. So there'll be an opportunity for you to get your questions answered about how this process will work. So with that, I'd like to introduce Supervisor Buster.
I haven't felt like this before because this is my first county-city transition meeting, as I expect for just about all of you, unless there was somebody here when you were here yet, or Temecula Incorporated, or even Canyon Lake. Those were the most recent. Those were back ways. Most recently was 1991 with Riviera. So it's an important topic. It's already underway, the transition, and your new city council has really grabbed the issue by the horns and gone forward. You know, there's a lot of expectations that are raised, and that's good in the community. We're already getting cards back from the newsletter we sent out periodically. A lot of people in Wildomar. There was actually, we haven't counted that, but probably the highest percentage for population coming back from Wildomar. A lot of people are asking for things. And so, yeah, those sorts of expectations have to be tempered with realism. And particularly now we're going into an economic downturn. So it's going to be tough on the new council. I think there are going to be a lot of demands put on them. And all of you in the audience active in the community, many other community members, it really helps if you can translate to your neighbors what the limitations are and what the opening, coming out of the opening round here for the city. It's hard. It's going to be very difficult to have all your moves in sync. So that's the reason why we're holding this transitional workshop tonight. It's really the county really wants to extend all of its experience and help this new city so it can start out and not only keep its footing but move forward rapidly. And I'll be introducing, and you see Phalanx County here, I'll be introducing, but before I do, I wanted to thank some folks here too that have really been instrumental in shaping things up for the successes that the city has had becoming a city and really capturing the minds of the citizens here. And that's our Municipal Advisory Committee here. All 5 members here tonight, George Clip, Joe McKay, Roger Leclerc, Paul Willett, Tim Underdown, and I want to really thank them for all the hard work that they've done over the years, and former MAC members as well. A couple of them have been elected to the council. So you really helped make this community become a much closer and a much better place. And we'll be talking a little bit about how, as a new city comes in, organizations like the MAC dissolve, and the county begins to fade and take another role in the future of the Wildomar area, which will be a very, very great future. And now, our new mayor.
Thank you. I think that the way to start this thing off is to introduce your city council. Most of us are here. And Bridget Moore, Shirley, and Scott Farnham. Stand up so you can see you. And myself, Marshall Swanson couldn't be here tonight. They may come every other meeting. But anyway, so where do we start? Well, my father had a word of advice to me that I've kept in mind when I started things. He said to me, do everything in due order. What that meant to me, and what it means to me today, is that you find out where you're going to start, and you take care of the important things, and then finally you let go of those things that aren't that important. Being methodical and creative. I think we're on a good start for all this stuff with the county and the staff that we've hired to assist us. I should just mention that staff, the ones that are here right now, and we did hire a city manager, John Danielson. And we from Inner West, we have Mike Kasawaki. And then we have Gary Wayne, who came along with the package deal with Inner West. And we're not sure exactly what specific roles everyone will play in the corporation yet, but these are going to be players in there. So, well, I thank you all for coming out tonight, and I know we're going to have learn a lot, and have time for questions. And I guess I'm going to turn this over to Supervisor Wesley.
Let me introduce a large portion of our key county staff here this evening. This is an important topic for the county, and it's not just Wildomar coming up that wants to form a new city, but all of you know Menifee Sun City, and Eastvale, and who knows, you know, with the pressures of population growth, there's tremendous incentives to gain more local control over the county. So this is a good experience for all of us here in the county. So I'm really pleased that our executive office, under our Chief Executive Officer, Larry Harris, has really gone all out here to offer Wildomar our best officer, our greatest experience. In fact, there was a real thorough look at every department in the county that might have some bearing on the initial steps that a new city was going to take. And so there was actually a sign-off, you know, is this department, this division, where you have any kind of interchange with New Wildomar, yes or no? And you can see before you how many different county functions are really important to Wildomar, and can provide a backstop too to your initial efforts as you roll out all the services under a completely different direction, much more localized, much more responsive, and so there will be some really interesting changes taking place as well. Let me introduce first from our county executive office, Gary Christmas, who's a really experienced. He oversaw the library system, very successful library system, heads up when we have special projects or pieces of legislation that the board and the county want to push in Sacramento. Gary's handling a lot of those key issues for us, and so Gary, thanks for being here tonight. He's kind of overseeing our staff.